Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Before we begin, I invite you to take a gentle breath with me, letting your shoulders soften and your body settle. In this space, there is nothing to fix and nothing to prove. Today, we are exploring why certain people trigger us and what's that experience mean on a deeper and spiritual level. If something in this video resonates or stirs emotion within you, allow it to do so without judgment. This is a simple an invitation to listen inward and meet yourself with a little more compassion. Have you ever felt an emotional reaction towards someone that felt bigger than the situation itself? A trigger is anything often a person, situation, tone, word, or behavior that sets off a strong emotional reaction that feels bigger than the present moment. Emotionally being triggered can look like anger, shame, anxiety, defensiveness, sadness, or a urge to withdraw or people please. These reactions may feel disproportionate to what's actually occurring because the body is not reacting to present. It's responding to stored emotional memory. Research and clinical psychology explain that trigger often form during moments when feelings couldn't be fully processed, especially in childhood or during stressful or overwhelming experiences. Why you feel triggered around certain people has less to do with them and more to do with what they awaken within you. Because on spiritual level, triggers are invitation, not punishment. To become conscious of parts of yourself that are asking to be seen, healed, or reclaimed. When someone's words, tone, presence, or behavior sparks a strong emotional reaction in your anger, shame, discomfort, defensiveness, sadness, that reaction is often pointing to an old wound, a suppressed emotion, or a belief that formed during a time when you didn't feel safe being fully yourself. From a spiritual perspective, triggers are not sign of weakness or failure. They are signals. They highlight places within us where energy, emotion, or truth have been suppressed in order to survive, feel accepted, or stay safe. Spiritually, triggers act as a mirror, bringing unconscious patterns into awareness so they can be healed and integrated. While psychology explains how triggers form, spirituality helps us understand why and why they arise now often when we are ready to meet a deeper layer of ourselves. Spiritually speaking, triggers act like a mirror. They reflect aspects of our inner world. They may have been hidden in the shadow parts of us we learn to bury to be accepted, loved, or protected. For example, you may feel deeply irritated by someone who is loud or confident because at some point in your life it wasn't safe for you to take up space. So you learn to stay small, or you may feel judged by someone's boundaries because you were taught that saying no makes you selfish or there. Self honoring behavior unconsciously activates guilt or grief in you. The trigger isn't random, it's revealing the energetic imprint of your past experience that still lives in your body and nervous system, even if the mind has forgotten the story. The soul uses relationships as classrooms, placing people in your path who activate exactly what you're ready to work through, not because the universe wants you to suffer, but because awareness is the doorway to freedom. This doesn't mean every trigger needs to be analyzed or that someone's harmful behavior should be tolerated. Discernment and boundaries are still essential, but it does mean that when you pause and turn inward instead of outward, you can ask, what is the feeling protecting? Or when I have felt this before, often beneath the trigger is a grief that was never processed, anger that was never expressed, or a part of you that learned to disconnect from its truth to survive. Triggers will continue to repeat, sometimes through different people with similar energy, until the lesson is integrated because unresolved energy seeks resolution. As you grow spiritually, the work is not to eliminate triggers overnight, but to meet with them with compassion instead of shame, curiosity instead of self judgment, and grounded awareness instead of reactivity. Over time, as you gently acknowledge and tend to underlying wounds through self reflection, inner child work, and somatic awareness, or simply allowing yourself to feel without fixating, you may notice that some people no longer affect you in the same way, not because they have changed, but because you did. That's the shift from unconscious reaction to conscious response. And it's one of the clearest signs of spiritual maturity. when what once activated in you is now simply informs you. But if you're feeling triggered, take a breath, soften your body, and remember this: nothing is wrong with you. Your soul is communicating, guiding you back towards wholeness, one moment of awareness at a time. As we close, I invite you to notice how you're feeling in the body right now without analyzing it, just acknowledging it. If this reflection brought something to your surface, trust that it did so because you're ready. Healing doesn't require pushing or perfection. It begins with awareness and kindness toward yourself. Remember, you're not broken. Your sensitivity is a form of wisdom, and your triggers are guideposts leading you back to wholeness. Thank you for being here, for listening, and for honoring your inner world. Be gentle with yourself today. Bye.